Good morning and welcome to another episode of Shouts in the House on Free Daily Coaching. Free Daily Coaching broadcasts at 7 a.m. Pacific every morning, Monday through Friday, and I have the honor on Thursdays of being Shouts in the House. For the past few weeks, we've been talking about blogging and different things that we can do with the blogs. And I asked last week for what you guys would like to talk about, and I received from Steve asked about content. Now, Ray sort of stole some of my thunder last night with his ideas of content, and if you weren't on the webinar last night, I'll just run really quick through what Ray said. He talked about going to the grocery stores and looking at the headlines on some of the popular magazines, going to Amazon and looking up the best-selling books and reading the headline, and you can read parts of the story there and then write about it. Google searches and forums. And forums was on my list of some of the things that I wanted to tell you about, and I'll show you some examples. Good morning, Mario and Connie and Steve, Whitman, Jose. It's good to see you guys here this morning. I'm going to share my screen and show you some of the places that I have come up with that I use, and so it might give you some more ideas of where to get content and how to go about writing about it. So let me share my screen here. Present to everyone. Okay, now I'm hoping you can see this. Social Media Examiner is a very good place to get ideas, and it's just www.socialmediaexaminer.com, and they get, of course, they get their things elsewhere also, but they put out something every single day, and they have a lot of topics. And what I do with this, sometimes if their article is in depth, I will write it in my own words and then backlink back to the actual article. But a lot of times I will take what they talk about from their article, do a little more research on it of my own, and what I already know about like Facebook retargeting. I've been through courses, so what they have come up with new, I add it in with what I already know and then rewrite it in my own words. But they are really full of a lot of information. It was interesting. I was on a webinar the other day with Daryl Eves and Ray Lane, who are both very big YouTubers, and they were talking about, because they're just into video, even though they made their names on YouTube. But they were talking about the Facebook videos, and also I was on a blab and listening to Amy Schmidhauer, who is also another big YouTuber. And there is, while it's good to put video up on Facebook because you do get some engagement and a lot of it's organic, the decay rate is what they call it, is of course much higher on Facebook with the videos than it is on YouTube because it stays on YouTube. But the time decay rate, they call it, is 6 days for even a very popular one. And Amy talked a little bit about the same thing, that, and I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but I found it was interesting because she built her life on YouTube, but she said that she finally started putting a few organic videos up on Facebook, and while she got a lot of shares and a lot of comments, they still disappeared very quickly. So that she still felt that YouTube was the best place to be for your video marketing. Well, I say we can do it on both. But the highest reach on Facebook, there's a list of 6 of them, and live stream video is number 1, native uploaded video is number 2, native video with links are number 3, a picture is number 4, regular post with picture is number 5, and the least favorite of Facebook is the YouTube link that you just put onto Facebook. So I found that kind of interesting and thought I would share it with you. The next place that I get information is called Real SEO. And they've got a lot of information about video at this website. And again, you get ideas for what you want to write about, and then either link back to the article or take the idea and write it up in your own words. And I do a lot of research when I do a blog post on what I'm going to write about. So this is another source, Real SEO, Real REEL SEO. The next place that I get daily in my inbox is called Medium. And Medium is like a living blog. There are tons and tons of articles submitted to it every day. And this is another place where if you think you've got a really good article written, that you can actually write a story and put it on Medium itself. I know that Gary Vaynerchuk is a very big investor into Medium. And it's really quite interesting. They have such a wide variety. Well, these are the tags that I follow: entrepreneurship, leadership, marketing, and self-improvement. But they've got a ton of other topics, and I haven't looked at lately. Let's see, let's just put in weight loss in here. Weight loss wow factor. So here's an article in there, and you can so anyway, they have a ton of information within medium.com. Then this is the AmericanGenius.com, and the owners of this are good friends of mine, Lanny and Ben Rosales. These go way back to they started out being mostly real estate oriented when they first started this. And I was even asked to write for it at one time, but I was working 2 jobs, being a real estate agent and working at the airlines. So I told Lanny, there's just no way that I could give it the time and attention that it deserved. So I turned it down. But they've gone on to win awards and things, and they keep up with a lot of the tech and things that are going on in our space. There's Lanny there. Good people. They also live in Austin. I'm surprised that, and maybe the finales do know Lanny and Ben. So here's another place that you can get content for your blog. It's not always easy to come up with things every single day, but there's a plethora of information out there. This is Business for Home, and it is all about the direct selling market. They do stuff every day about the different companies. So if you'll recall, you remember Rob Ford's blog 9/11 or whatever it was called. I've got it bookmarked somewhere. He did reviews every day on the different companies. Well, this is a very good source of that. It talks a lot about the companies, and they also have polls all the time. Direct selling compensation plans. So if that's something that you wanted to talk about, this was a direct selling product. The 100 solid top MLM companies. So say you took the first top 10 and researched each company, that would give you a lot of blog content to do. Again, this is businessforhome.org, and they do really a lot of keep you up to date. If there's any companies that are in trouble, they keep you up to date on what's going on with the court systems and things like that. I get to looking at some of this stuff and I forget what I'm talking about here. So on my list was also Mind Movies. If you're really into personal development, Mind Movies is a good place to go. They do a lot of inspirational things over there. Actually, I have Mind Movies. You can buy it and you can make up your own inspirational things and take them and embed them sort of like a slide share. they have a lot of interesting things over there if you're into writing about inspirational things. Now, I read .com Secrets by Russell Brunson, and if you haven't read the book, you should get a hold of it, because it's .com Secrets is not a good title for it, actually, because he goes in depth on customers and building funnels for customers. And he said, if you want to understand your target market, you have to go where those customers are. And Ray touched on this a little bit last night with forums. And that was on my list. So like I say, he stole my thunder a little bit on this one. But you can join a forum for almost everything. Say you're into, Clive, if you're on here, this is for you. Parrot forums. There are a lot of parrot forums. Parrot forum, parrot owners community. So you want, if that's something that you were going to do, is try to reach your customer or get ideas for articles on parrots, you go where the customer is. Okay. If you're into homesteading, there is homesteading forums. Again, you can get ideas for articles that your customers are talking about. How about goat forums? There's a lot of, here's goat homesteading today. They're sharing cheese recipes. They're talking about vets for sale. There was 249,853 views on that thread. So forums are a very good place. Most of us are in the network marketing business. If I could spell. Network marketing forums. So there's a lot of forums on network marketing. Here's a MLM direct selling, referral, and network marketing. So you can join these forums and actually get in on the conversations, or Ray said you can just go and look at the headlines. But to get to know your customers, I think you need to join the forums and really get in and find out what they're talking about. There's a lot of people in these forums. Here they were talking about some franchise, the viral franchise. Look at that, 10 million people looked at that post. So like Russell Brunson said, if you want to get to know your customer, you have to go where the customers are. So that is my suggestions on where to get content. Again, the American Genius, Social Media Examiner, Real SEO, Medium, Mind Movies, and forums, and Business for Home News. I think if you really delve into this list, you will never, ever, ever run out of content. Things change so fast in the industry, especially on the tech side, that I don't know how any of us could ever run out of opportunity to share things. Okay, let me come back to you. Good morning, Lynn. I'm glad to see you here this morning. Clive, I have to give a shout out for Clive. We're part of Friends of Free Daily Coaching, which is the private mastermind side. And Bert gave us an assignment, and Clive took it and ran with it and got his all done. Yes, Steve, I can repeat that again. Okay, Social Media Examiner, Real SEO, and it's spelled REEL SEO, Medium.com, The American Genius, Mind Movies, businessforhomenews.org. And then when, of course, with the forums, you can put any keyword in that you want and just put forum on the end of it, and I'll bet you'll find a forum. Hi, Larry. Anyway, Clive finished his assignment, and I'm so proud of him. I turned in my first part last night, but I haven't heard back any feedback yet, so I'm hoping to hear that soon, today maybe. Are there any more questions for me before we wrap this up for the day? Remember, tomorrow is Free for All Friday, and I want to hear what's been going on in you guys' week. So come across and share with everybody tomorrow morning. Let us know what's been working in your world. Everybody can reach out to me with any questions. Give me some ideas of what else you'd like to talk about with blogs. And morning, Dale. Does anybody have any questions for me? I know there's a little bit of a delay. No, it's Mind Movies. The Mind. MIND movies.com. If you want, I can put, I can write the list of all of them down and put them in the group. Okay, guys, thank you for coming this morning. I really appreciate it. and give me some ideas on where else we want to go with this. Now that Sites is around, do you want me to go back through some of the SEO that I've learned from Rob and dig into it a little bit more? I can do that. We can go back a little bit. If not, I will see you all in the morning on Free for All Friday. And love you all and talk to you soon.